Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle sat in the road. That a resort of telling my soul. The storytelling is cold, but this whole the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a captivity saved facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Block fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm about to send you some info. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Clap it up. You want another one? All right, come. Let's get it, man. Shalom, 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 Israel. What it do, man? Shalom. This is preaching officer 500, Batazawan Banya Howard out of I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General YAHANNA, man. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, man, on the face of this planet. We are the one and only real truth. We give the one and only real truth according to the Bible in this nation, man. The one and only. You're going to find it here and only here. Well, give me a second, man. Let me share this stream. Baba Kasha. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the nation, man. A lot of things I want to touch on tonight. Lord, we don't have time. It's a lot of things, man. We got to understand, man, that we serve a wicked ruler in this nation, man. A wicked dictator. You get what I'm saying? We got a wicked power above us, man. You know what I mean? And the sooner we come to realize that and begin to understand who we are and our purpose in this kingdom and who we under, the better to be for our people, man. You know what I mean? We look from help from everywhere else, but where we supposed to look. You feel what I'm saying? Let me hold on, let me share this right quick. Bet. All right, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. So the title of the class is why do black people have to die over water? Right? And you think about it, it sounds crazy. You know, it's just water. You gotta die over water. Why do we gotta die over cooking some noodles? We want to fix us some food and we hungry and we gotta die because of it. Or just any small things, right? Not just the water. We homeless. It ain't nowhere we can use the bathroom. So we just find the side of a building where no one can see us. You know, we're not pulling it out in the open, so to speak, but we hidden and we use the bathroom. We got to die over that. We got to die over, we behind $50 in child support. We got to either go to prison. We try to run from the cops because we don't want to go to prison or jail for $50 in child support. We got to get shot in our backs, right? Why do we got to die over the smallest things in this nation, man? Why does it seem like we have to die because of it, right? So we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to first scripture I want to get is Hosea 4:6, man. We got to understand first and foremost that we do not understand, right? As a Black, Hispanics, and Native American people, we are a lost people, and we do not understand the thing. If we did understand, we wouldn't be in a lot of the situations that we find ourselves in today, right? If we had just our eyes open a little bit, what they call it, quote unquote, woke, you woke. If we were woke just a little bit, we would understand why these things happen to us in the order and fashion that they happen to us each and every day in this wicked empire. You know what I'm saying? We'll begin to understand why we're in the condition that we're in. The reason that we do not understand, the reason that we don't understand why we die over water, the reason that we don't understand why we die over $50 in child support, the reason that we don't understand why we die for using the bathroom on the side of a building because they said that I can't come in the building unless I'm spending money, but I'm poor, so how will I spend money? So I go use the bathroom on the side of a building because there's nowhere else to go, and I got to die because of the reason we don't understand why we die because of these things. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible, man. It's in the Bible. Go ahead when you get that, Hosea 4:6, Baba Kasha. You know what I mean? This is a wicked nation, man, that we serve, right? And under this wicked empire that we live in, we become a lost people, right? We've lost our ways. It was stolen from us, our heritage, our way of life, the things we celebrated, the things we chose to put that we were supposed to put above all nations, little things, our culture, man. We forgot those things, right? Those things were stripping from us. But here in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA, man, the Lord has gave us the power to put it back into your minds, man, to sow it back into these nations, man, back into your souls, back into your spirits. Salakia, Hosea 4:6 when you can, Baba Kasha. You know what I mean?
Most High Christ. The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people
Uh-huh.
are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord said his people. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you are the Lord's chosen people. The Lord said his people, that's possessive. His is a possessive noun, right? That's a noun, right? Possessive noun, right? His is very possessive. Pronoun, Shalaki. His is a possessive pronoun, right? The Lord said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. I was just talking to one of my brothers the other day at the Slave, man, and the things that we were discussing, it was kind of like, I wouldn't say blasphemy. It was shocking to him. It was extremely shocking. Just little knowledge I was dropping. You know what I mean? Like, not even going into who the oppressor is, just dropping common knowledge, like little knowledge, like Adam and Eve on the first people on earth, how we should treat our brother. If your brother's doing drugs and stuff, you should tell him no, don't do it. But what has happened though over time and what systematic oppression has done for us, it has blinded us. And what Christianity has done for us, it has made us liars. We are a civilization of liars. Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're a civilization of weak liars, right? And we love living in sin. What do I mean by that? We lie to ourselves about the things that's going on with ourselves, right? If you're on drugs, you're living alternative lifestyles, you'll begin to lie to yourself and make yourself think it's okay that you're in the condition that you're in. You'll begin to lie. If you see your friends popping perkies all the time, right, doing the Xannies, getting high, you won't say anything to them at all. But you know what you won't allow? You won't allow your children to do it. Why won't you allow your children to do it? Because you love your children, right? So what does that say about your friends and your family members that you allow to do it? That you allow to get high for drugs and drool out the side of their mouth? That you allow to go prostitute themselves, these women that y'all throw money at in the club? What does that say? How do you feel about them, right? If you wouldn't let your mother, your sister do it, you wouldn't let your brother go out here and sell crack. You know what I mean? Why would you, or your child sell crack? Why would you let somebody else and just hang around them without saying anything? We've got comfortable in our sin, in our oppression, in our wicked ways. Why is that? That's because of systematic oppression. That's because of who we chose to give our light to. That's because of who we chose to lead us in this nation. Read that again, start from the top. Hosea chapter
Book
4.
of Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
And because we lack the knowledge of just go to thee and he alone. If your brother falling short, you help him. Because we lack the knowledge of don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Because we lack the knowledge of you shouldn't lay with your brother's wife. Because we lack the knowledge of you shouldn't commit witchcraft, meaning cooking up that dope on the stove. Because we lack this knowledge, we are destroyed, man. We are a destroyed people in this nation, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know right from left in this nation, man, and we think we do. And that's the gag, though. The gag is it's all a ploy. It's all just a fancy. It's all a soothing song. All that Christianity. When you go into church, right? All you hear is what? Singing and dancing, right? And pay your tithes. All that's just a lullaby. Look at that like a lullaby. That's a lullaby to rock you back to sleep after Trayvon Martin. That's a lullaby to rock you back to sleep after Sandra Bland. That's a lullaby. All it is a lullaby, man. But what we need is the truth. And the scriptures say what? The truth shall set you free. Knowing these coming back to the knowledge of these lost statutes and commandments, that's going to set us free. That's going to keep us from being undestroyed. Right now we're destroyed because we lack this knowledge, right? But keep going.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
If you go to your brother, man, and you telling him that it's unlawful to eat that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, brother. Hey, stop laying with other brothers' wives. Hey, put them cigarettes down, put them drugs down. And he rejects it. That's him destroying himself. Now let's put it on a broader span. As Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA tells you each and every day that you're the greatest thing walking and talking on this planet. We tell you each and every day that the Lord chose you to be above all people and all nations of the earth. We tell you every day that you're a special people unto the Lord. Now, when you reject that knowledge, that's why you're destroyed. That's why we got to die over water. That's why we got to die over $50 in child support. That's why we got to die for using the bathroom on the side of a building. That's why we got to die over Skittles. We got to die over it. You know why? Because we're destroyed and we are rejecting the knowledge. We reject the knowledge that we're the greatest thing walking on this earth. Black woman, you're the greatest thing the Lord got to give on this planet other than this truth, right? And that's scripture. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we tell you that, there's a certain way of lifestyle that comes with that. You can't just know it and not move in it. I was telling the brother the other day, man, Like how I break it down to my people in the prison department, man. Like we the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. What we do is we come out here and teach the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man that they're not the least in the kingdom, but they're the greatest, right? And then raising up the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, we in turn gonna raise up the Black household. How do I say that? Because a lot of times what you hear from these Black women is that they don't see a leader. They don't want to submit. Why don't they want to submit? Because they don't see a man worthy enough to submit to. Well, thank the Lord for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. You know why? Because we raise up men worthy of submitting to. You get what I'm saying? We raise up men worthy of you shutting your mouth for, right? And in turn, in doing so, raising up these strong Black men, it's going to in turn raise the women up to be more submissive and more calm and more humble, so on and so forth. And that's how you build up a Black neighborhood. That's how you build up a Black community. That's how you build up a Black society. The I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA is the foundation of a great nation, right? The nation that the Lord wants Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans to have. But how are we getting that nation? How are we coming back to how are we getting back what's ours? Because we're not rejecting the knowledge. We're tired of being destroyed. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna gain this knowledge. We're gonna stop lacking that knowledge, right? So start from the top, Baba Kashar.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So because we rejected that knowledge, right? Because we reject the knowledge as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that we're the greatest thing walking and talking on this earth. Because we reject the knowledge of don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Because we reject the knowledge of a Black woman, put some clothes on, you should humble yourself unto your man. Because we reject the knowledge of Black men, you got to be strong in your household. You can't be weak and lead your family. Because we reject these knowledge, right? These things, right? Because we choose to reject the I.S.U.P.K and Commander General YAHANNA trying to save Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans from killing themselves, unaliving themselves spiritually and physically. Because we reject that knowledge, right? What does the Lord say? What did he say? He said, I will also reject thee. The Lord is rejecting us right now, man. That's why we're dying in this nation, right? We're dying in this nation because we are being disobedient and we are rejecting our criticism, our correction. We're rejecting it, man. We're rejecting the counsel that we're giving. When you come in front of the I.S.U.P.K on any corner in your streets, in your neighborhoods, that you need to take that as a counsel. That's your baptism right there. That's you getting baptized by the fire, and you need to take heed to it. When you meet a brother in the I.S.U.P.K in your slave, and he say, "Hey, sister, you need to cover up a little bit more," you should take heed to that. What other man ever in your life said that to you, right? Whatever man ever said that? If anything, he'll tell you take off more. I want to see more, right? So you got to take that into consideration. That is a man that you're looking at telling you to cover up. You got your little moose knuckle showing, little back of the knee thigh meat, whatever, all that. You got all that showing, and you got a brother telling you he don't want to see it, cover it up. Oh yeah, thank the Lord for that, because your pastor not gonna tell you. Your pastor gonna pretend he ain't see it and give you the squeeze, the tightest hug you ever had in your life. Come in, sister. Ooh, won't he do it? That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get regular Pastor Joe Willie, but in here you get men. You get real men that then came out of that wickedness, men that then came out of that way of lifestyle where they only wanted a woman for what she got and what she can get off of him physically, right? These women in here that came out of that lifestyle to where they only want a man for what he can offer her pockets or what he can offer her physically, right? We got something worth more than that in here, man. We cherish each other in here, man. And we only did that, and we only came into that knowledge because we began to stop rejecting it. We begin to start loving one another, loving our brother as ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We begin to start showing love. Stop killing our brothers. Stop being deceitful. Stop dealing deceitful. You get what I'm saying? Start treating each other with compassion. That coming into that knowledge, man, we begin to grow and begin to be strong and on one accord, as the Lord said for us to do. Because what? Because we got tired of being destroyed for this lack of knowledge. And why are we doing it? What's the ultimate reason why we're doing it? We're doing it because when we do reject the knowledge, like the scripture said, the Lord rejects us. Hey, raise your hand if you want the Lord to reject you. I'll wait. Who wants the Lord to not be on their side? Okay, well, if you don't want the Lord to not be on your side, How do you get them on your side? It's not rhetorical. Let's see in the chat. Let's see who got in the classroom. We got brother Jonathan in here, man. Get Jonathan a hand, okay? Sister Summer in here, okay? Shantae, Erica Ward, Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Thabah Shemel Shah, to all the sisters, Yahweh Shemel Shabbat, to all the brothers. Darash and Martha here, big priest, man. Congratulations again, big dog. Ribba Kadam. Oh, Shalom, sis, Wagwan. Brother Reggie in here. Kalayapa. Most High in Christ. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Heavy class going on. Shalom, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's 100% considered, and it's a scripture for that. Shalaki. Let me get it.
Shalaki, to answer the question that you posed, young man Reggie responded in the chat. He said, following the statutes and laws and commandments.
Right, that's right, Reggie. Get Reggie in hand, man. And for your point, sis, what's heavy about what you're saying, we're going to go to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26, right? What you're saying is heavy because that's what a lot of us do. And that's why I made a point to make that statement earlier. Just knowing that you're an Israelite is okay. That's cool to do, right? But it's a certain way and walk that you have to walk in after knowing such things. Like me, I can know pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is bad for me. But if I still go eat it, me knowing it, it doesn't matter anymore. What's the point of me knowing it if I'm not going to put it into play, right? So if I know that Black Hispanics and Native Americans got a way to life, I know we Israelites, right? There's a way that I got to live now that I know I'm Israelite. Like I said, knowing you're Israelite is cool and all. Like what? Who know they're Israelite? Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole and all them. They know they're Israelites. But it's a certain way and walk in life that you got to live in. I'm an officer 500 in the school. It's a cool thing. But it's a certain way I got to move now that I know that, right? So this is the scripture. You got that, brother? Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26.
Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully after that, we have received the knowledge of the truth.
So now that you know the knowledge, right? And you still go do what you want to do, right? Now that you know how a man's supposed to move, and you still go move how you want to move. Now you know how you treat your wife according to the Bible. And you still treat her like she in the world. Now that you know how to treat your husband according to the Bible, but you still treat him like a regular man, right? Go ahead.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin, right? You can know the whole Bible front to back, but if you don't put it into play, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Did that answer your question, sis? Mm-hmm. Okay. I got you, sis. We're gonna go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. Bob Kashah. And it's another precept I want to get. Cast not thy pearls of swine. Bob Kashah, if I could get that. Bob Kashah, next after this one. Cast not thy pearls of swine. Go ahead when you got that. Matthew chapter 10, verse 14.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive you.
Right. So what does that mean to receive you? If you said you dealing with somebody like that, right? And I'm assuming that this person have said something to that person, like, hey, what you're doing is wrong. How you moving ain't right. It's going against this, that, and the third, right? Go ahead. You go to them and they receive you not. Go ahead.
Nor hear your word.
And they don't hear you. They can't understand what you're putting down. Right? Go ahead.
When ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
You got to shake the dust of your feet. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, but for specific situations, you want to get counsel. If it's like something to do with marriage, I always seek counsel. But if it's something to do with like friends or family, somebody that's not in the truth, and you trying to come to them and trying to plead with them on something, sometimes you just got to shake the dust. Like you can go to, like, I'll give a perfect example. Say if you got a friend or family that's addicted to drugs, right? You come to them and you tell them, hey, stop doing them drugs. Them drugs is bad for you. They doing it. They slowing down. They keep slipping back. They slowing down. They keep slipping back. They keep coming. You keep going. Hey, look, stop doing them drugs. Boom. Sooner or later, you're gonna see that what you're saying is null and void to them. Sooner or later, you're gonna see that what is going in one ear and out the other. You're gonna start to see it. So what should you do? Should you keep on telling them until you're dead, till you can't breathe no more? No, you shake the dust. You let it be. But I got one more scripture. Baruch Shah, you got that other one?
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 6.
Give
not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
You get that, sis? You understand that? Can you break it down for me?
I get what you're saying. I understand that, but my question is that you're saying referring to the people in the world, what are the people in the truth?
Then that would be counsel. You would get counsel.
So if you go to counsel and you get counsel about the same kind of stuff keeps occurring, that don't apply to the people in the truth?
No, you definitely go back to counsel. Yeah, go back to counsel. Right? Am I right? I don't know.
What you want to do is, oftentimes we think that you go to counsel one time about whatever issue that you have, a brother. It's not magic. You understand? When you talk about counsel, it's like you can't go to counsel and get the answer that you want in counsel and not surrender your will or whatever that thing is. Like you got to totally buy into the counsel, right? And if you don't, then you got to go to counsel again, because what happens is over time, like there's a process would come to cleaning yourself up.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody go through that process. If it's alcohol related, anything, you understand? You can't rely on your own judgment when you think that you're doing something right or wrong. 100%. You go to counsel, you think you done beat your marijuana addiction, right? So, but you get there and you're like, well, you go to the bar where you know they smoking weed. Right. And so like, I don't mean smoking, but where you know they smoking, and you in there getting high contact. Right. And you're not really trying to fight against that thought. You understand? Right. So the goal is when you go to that counsel, you keep seeking counsel until you get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, you can fight whatever unclean spirits that you have or the person has. So that's the answer to that question. Like counsel just ain't just a one-stop shop and all, everything is clear. You got to keep going.
100%.
Yeah.
Give out a one in hand. Heavy point. And to add on to what he was saying, it's all a fight. So I give an example. Say if I went to counsel, right? Say if I went to counsel with a brother that offended me. I went to counsel, right? And say I don't like how the counsel ended, right? But it ended, and I don't like it. What do I do then? I just listen. Right? So now that I've listened, right? Because I got to take heed to the counsel. Regardless if I like it or not, I'm going to take heed to that counsel because this man above me, he's a counselor for a reason. So he's telling me things I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. I don't like his answer. I cannot stand it. But I'm going to follow that order to the T on my behalf to make sure I'm in order, right? I'm going to do my best. And we're going to visit that situation again, me with that brother. And if it happened again and I've done everything that I needed to do according to that counsel, and that brother is not obtaining to that, then I go back to counsel. Now it's not on me. I did everything I was told to do. I dealt with him like this. I said I apologize like this. I walked like this. If I passed gas, I said excuse me like this. Every little detail in that counsel, I did it right. Even though I didn't like how it ended, because I say you don't lose a counsel, but say if it didn't fall where I wanted it to fall, and I got the orders to do things I need to do, I'm gonna do them exactly how I'm supposed to do them. If it happened again, I'm going back to counsel. Then in the counsel, it's gonna be asked, well, brother, did you do everything that I told you to do? And I'll be like, yes, sir, I did. That's gonna fall on him. Did he do it? Somewhere along the line, somebody didn't do every single thing right. Somewhere in there, somebody didn't do every single thing that they were supposed to do. They didn't move exactly how they were told to move. Does that make sense? Okay. No sweat. Any other questions? Most High Christ. Any questions in the chat? Listen and obey the laws. Look at Summer trying to. Go ahead, sis. Most High Christ. Listen and obey the laws. But I got one more on that. On your topic that you had, sis. Go ahead, brother. What you got that? Matthew 24 and 13.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Now, enduring unto the end it falls on a lot of spectrums, right? You enduring to the end with this captivity that we're in. You enduring to the end with fighting your demons, so on and so forth. That counsel is to help you endure to the end. It's not going to make you do it, right? Even the guidance from, say, on, quote unquote, like a brother, say like me to a brother in the world, that's just to help him. Or me to my rib. I can speak at her, I can yell at her, I can give her orders all day. That's just to help her endure to the end. The fight is on you, though. The fight is on me. The fight is on Bankiyal. The fight is on Officer Zion, Officer Ratazar. The fight is on you to fight into the end. You can take all the counsels in the world, but if you don't want to listen to them, if you just don't want to do them, then there's nothing anyone can do for you. Lord be with you. You know what I'm saying? Lord be with me. If I go into that counsel and I don't like what I hear, and I just say, you know what, F that counsel shit. I know what it is. I'm like, calm, sir. Shit, fuck that shit. That nigga still weird. If I come out of it like that, I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to move how I should have moved to better the situation. The point of the counsel is to better the situation. It's not to make it worse. It's to come to a conclusion. Like I tell my rib all the time. Every time we argue, I said, look, every single time we argue, we coming into the argument to fix it. No matter what, we got to fix this shit. Then let's figure out who right. Sit down. Shut up. Sit down. I'm going to get my point across and let her get hers. We're going to try to figure it out. If we can't get it, we going to counsel. But it's not just men. What I've noticed, right? A lot of men, even with brothers on brothers, when we come into a lot of arguments as men in the truth, I'm going to use the truth because that's what we're talking about. Men in the truth, we don't come into the argument just to win it. We come into it to find a conclusion. I might want to win it, but if my brother Zion's point is more valid than mine, if he's more righteous in the statements, I got to take heed. I cannot just say if I'm a 5,000, he a 50. I can't just say, oh, I'm a 5,000. His point is more valid, but I'm gonna just go with mine because I'm a 5,000. That's idiotic. That's idiotic. And that's what a lot of women think that we do in here. They think that just because we say that we the man, that automatically means shut up. There's a nigga that'll tell you to jump off the roof. Now, in the truth, you should listen in the truth, but I'm just saying in general, like with men, that man, he told me to cook the dope. He told me to cook it. I got to listen because the scriptures say that. No, you listen to a righteous man. And that's why I told that was the statements I brought up at the beginning of the class. The I.S.U.P.K raises men up to be righteous men. A lot of times, go ahead, Adawan.
And Salaki, I don't want to pull, if I may, Baba Kashar. I ain't gonna take up too much of your class time. Let me get the book of Psalms 1 and 1, Baba Kashar.
Come on.
What the sister's saying, something is really important. I think that it can be conflated based on what it is, like your desires or whatever your outcome can be. And sometimes you think that we all think that whatever somebody's doing, there has to be some type of wrong doing in it. But right. what normally happens is there's an idea that we all have in our mind.
Right.
And if that idea is an unclean spirit or unrighteous thought, then guess what? 9 out of 10, that's the thing that's going to play in our mind the most, if I may, or our emotions, or how we think, or how we feel about it, right? So, and then once you do that, guess who always going to have somebody something to say about whatever you're thinking of, about whatever you're feeling?
Satan.
Yeah, the person you're talking to.
Right.
Who got it for me, Bob Shaw?
Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
That walketh what?
Not in the counsel of the ungodly.
So there's a counsel that is godly, and there's a counsel that's ungodly.
That's right.
And you're going to receive your blessing based on who you paying attention to.
Right.
What are you listening to?
Right.
What are your decisions being affected by? Is it just your thoughts? Is Satan, is the unclean thoughts coming from you doing something that is against the law, statutes, and commandments?
Right.
And then that counsel that you're receiving, are you receiving the blessing that you're supposed to receive? Just remember who you're talking to and what you're talking about. Because if you read that verse again.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Blessed is the man.
So blessed is the woman, right? Just like a man, right? Read on.
That walketh not.
Now that's the way we're supposed to do it. You're supposed to walk not. You know, not walk with. It says walk not, correct? Read on.
In the counsel of the ungodly.
So what is the ungodly? Ungodly would be somebody saying for you to do something that goes against the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Somebody giving you the advice that goes completely against what you've learned and what you know to be true according to the scriptures, right? Read on.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Don't stand in the way of what?
Of sinners.
I mean, you sitting down eating with people, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and that's some of the hardest thing we don't understand.
Right.
And once again, like I said, it's not magic. You're going through something, you want to discuss things with your family and friends, and guess what? Your family and friends celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Your families and friends eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and we all there. You know what I'm saying? I got my parents a call, mom be like, you gotta, hey, you stay out of this. It ain't none of your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to Passover. Because they'll influence what you're thinking. Why? Because they have ungodly thoughts.
That's
Read
right.
on, Bob Shaw.
Nor sitteth in the seat of
Do what?
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
No sitting in the seat of scorner.
Right.
Somebody who always got something negative to say.
Right.
Somebody that counsel that you sitting there, boy, that NICCA ain't got nothing to say to me. I wish he would. It's on sight when I see him. Guess what? They're gonna influence you because what? You sitting in the council of the who? Ungodly, man. And you begin those thoughts begin to formulate. How you gonna fight that? You can't fight that. You got to go and seek counsel then from somebody that who of righteousness and godly.
That's right.
Because if not, them thoughts they'll have you up out of here.
Right.
Them thoughts will have you on the corner on your knees. Saying talking about I for $2.
Right.
Huh? And
Damn
those are the
right.
things that it's not magic once again. It's not magic. Brother said something powerful in the beginning. You said, man, it don't matter what it is, a brother or sister, you sit down and say, you know what, do we want to fix this? Do we want to deal with the issue or not?
Right.
And depending on where you at in it, you're like, I ain't got to deal with that. What the hell you want somebody to do? You can't do nothing with that.
Right.
That's our problems as a nation of people. So it's easy for us to sit back and just listen to Martin Luther King and say he got the answer.
That's right.
It's easy for us to sit back and listen to Kamala
Right.
Kamala, what's her name? Kamasutra Harris, and thinking that she has the answer. It was easy for us to sit back and see if Obama had the answer.
Right.
Because we start taking accountability for the things we doing wrong and just say, you know what, that healthcare plan, Obama got something that's gonna fix us. No, we just gotta stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and serve the Most High.
That's right.
You talking about the LGBT? We try to teach these kids. No, you relying on Kamala Harris.
Right. Damn right.
The Bible is the truth.
Right.
It's the road that we have to eat up, man. And it's sweet to the mouth, but it's sour in the belly, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
It tastes good.
Right.
But then when it don't taste so good, what do you do with it? You can't spit it up.
That's right.
You got to swallow that too.
Stay with it.
You can't pick what you want.
That's right.
And it's a battle, man. It's a fight, and it's not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody be here. Everybody been to the church. The church be full every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every Valentine's Day.
Right.
But when we look in these classes, who in the I.S.U.P.K classes? The ones that really want to change, that are fighting to learn to change, and actually trying to fight against the unclean spirits.
That's right.
Like the water. And you know who counsel that we listen to? Godly men.
That's right.
Not ungodly counsel.
That's right, man.
The water.
Get that brother a hand, man. Dropping bars. Most High Christ. That's it, sis. Okay, one more. Hold on. Before you say that, I just want to add to that point because you said something so heavy. Because we got to thank the Lord for the good and the bad. You know why? Why should we thank the Lord for the good and the bad? Give me 1 Samuel 2:6. Why should we thank the Lord for the good and the bad? The Lord is the creator of all things. The Lord does the good and the bad. He does. He controls everything. The Lord runs this place, man. We don't thank the Lord just for the good counsel. Yes, I came. I knew I was right. I told you. Yeah, I told you what it's going to say. Thank him for that. And thank him for God. Dang, I was wrong. Because now I learned something. I grow from it now. Read that, brother, when you got it.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
The Lord kills and make alive. So we just gonna thank him for making us alive? We ain't gonna thank him for killing? We're gonna just thank him for waking us up into the truth, but we're not gonna thank him for killing the oppressor that's over us. We gotta thank him for both. What the world would deem good and what the world would deem bad. What I would deem good and what I would deem bad. You gotta thank the Lord for everything, man. You ever hear about a story about a kid, they having a baby, 6 months later they get into a car accident, everybody alive, but the baby died? That's the Lord. The Lord allowed that. Thank the Lord for it. Because nothing happens for no reason, man. The Lord allows everything to happen. Just fall in the place where you fall in the place. You go in the council, you quote unquote lose the council, quote unquote. Take heed and just roll with it. Roll with it. Thank the Lord. On to the next. Go ahead, sis. Con. Okay, no sweat. Get me so back to the point, but it all kind of falls in line of why we need good order and good structure in the I.S.U.P.K. It just in life in general, right? I don't want to lose the people. I see my people falling off. Hey, look, y'all, they like, they ain't counsel. We kind of threw them off. They don't even know what's going on. Y'all learn that later. Just stay in class. But look, though, but what's been going on and what's heavy about what we're talking about is because a lot of people don't know that counsel is a big part of coming to serve the Lord. Counsel is a big part of the correcting of all this systematic oppression that we have as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Counsel is important in the growth and rebuilding of this great nation that we call Israel. Counsel is very important. That correction, that chastisement, that getting back on the straight and narrow, that's a part of it. Counseling is a part of it. And the reason why the Lord rejects us is because we reject that counsel, right? We reject the wise sayings of these priests and prophets. We reject it, man. We just take heed to the little bits and pieces that we want to take heed of. Like when you tell a Black, Hispanic, and Native American that they God's greatest people, a lot of them, they'll be like, oh, snap, word? I know that's right. Then be like, well, you can't eat that pork no more. They be like, hey, whoa. Matter of fact, it was brother at the slave. He was like, hey, whoa, hey, brother, hey. No, he said it for the fish, for the shellfish. He said, hey, man, hey, can't eat no stuffed crab? I said, no, brother. He said, hey, look now. Hey, I don't know about, you know what I mean? You had me here. We the greatest people. We kings. Oh, snap. We can have multiple. Oh, snap. I don't know about that pork, though, brother. I don't know about that pork. It's a way of lifestyle that comes with serving the Lord, man. Just saying you serve the Lord is not enough, which is why we're in the conditions that we're in, which is why we die every day for little to no reason. Little to no reason. You get shot in your eye over hot water, over water. Shot in your back when they say hands up, don't shoot. Shot in your back. You get shot in your back if you're running from the cops with no weapon. You're running for your life because they just killed 3 of your brothers on the news. You're running for your life, but you have to die. Why do you got to die? Because you're running. Because you're running. Why do you got to die over water? Because it's water. Sounds stupid, don't it? We got to die because we're not serving the Lord, man. We're dying in this nation because we're not taking heed to these priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. We're dying in this nation because we're not taking heed to the councils telling us to shut our damn mouths and just get in line. We're dying because we're not taking heed to what our brothers are saying, like, hey, brother, stop selling drugs to your neighbor, so on and so forth. Because we're not taking heed to what these scriptures say in this Bible, this is the King James 1611 Bible. Because we're not taking heed to this, we're dying in this nation, man. We are a destroyed people, man, for the lack of knowledge that we got. We're gonna keep going with that, Baba Kasha. Start with Hosea 4:6. That thou, Baba Kasha. We're dying, man, because we choose our ways over the ways of the Lord. We choose our counsel over the counsel that was given, right? We choose our way of thought over what the Lord allowed, what the Lord wants for us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hosea 4:6, the middle of verse 6. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
The Lord gonna reject us, man, and say we ain't no priest to him, man. You ain't no priest of mine. You sitting out there calling yourself a pastor, a preacher, and you selling swine? You having a catfish sale? You ain't no priest to me, man. You ain't no priest to me. You saying you love me? I'm the Lord, your God. You go praise and shout every Sunday when the Sabbath on the Saturday? You ain't no priest to me, man. You ain't no priest to me. You eating that pork, strip, crab, and lobster. You celebrating Granny's birthday because she turned 79. Ooh, what a milestone she hit, didn't she? But you putting her before me? You ain't no priest to me, man. You ain't nothing to me. Go ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Because you forget what I gave you to put down, because you forget, because you dismiss what I gave you in that council, because you deny the orders that I give you as a brother above you, because you just deny what the Lord told you to do. Hey, look, I'm gonna forget you and your kids. Forget you then, nigga. Salakia. Forget me? No, forget you. Forget you. Drop that and give me Lamentations 4:17, Baba Kashad. You know what I mean? We got to understand that it's a great power that we serve, man, and a very, very, very righteous power that we serve. And under righteous authority, just like any good father to any good son, any good mother to any good son, you discipline your kids when they get out of order. Any good husband to any good wife, you discipline your wife whenever they get out of order. It sounds crazy because of how we've been brought up. It sounds crazy because of Christianity, disciplining your wife. Good God. A brother, you disciplining your brother. Good God. It sounds crazy. I get checked all the time. We get checked in here. You're going to get it for the rest of your life. You know why? Because we never had it before. And it's something that we needed in order to change our lives and get corrected. That correcting is why you see men that you have never seen in your life who used to sell drugs, murder, so on and so forth, pimp out women, so on and so forth, how they come in here and they save lives and they teach other men to never do what they did. That's how you get it. You get it because of the counsel, because of the correction, because of the chastisement, because of the shut up, brother, you being weak, because of the brother, stand up strong, you're being a coward. Because of those words that we don't want to hear is how you mold diamonds. Pressure bust pipes and pressure make diamonds. That pressure that these men got to go on dressing in all black for 90 days, coming in here shedding themselves for the world, man. That pressure is how you building these strong diamonds in this school of UPK, man. That's how strong men is made. Strong men not made from weak men. Strong men are made from strong men. And you got to be strong in here. That's right. You got to be strong in here. Or what? Or you ain't gonna be no leader of mine. Who want a weak leader above them? What woman want a weak man that just shut up when she tell him to shut up? What woman want a weak man that just listen to his kids, whatever they say, go? Don't no woman want no weak man. What man want a weak leader? I'd be damned if I listen to a man that let his woman run him, let his kids run him. Think his decisions are better than the man over him that done been through the situations. That think his idea in the council is better than what the counselor gave. How dare I listen to him, man? Coward. You weak, man. Shake it off. You get what I'm saying? But in here, like I said, under I.S.U.P.K, under Commander YAHANNA, we take heed to counsel, whether we like it or not. And we love it. When we wrong, guess what? We love it. Ooh, we. Goddamn. He told me, shit. Salakia. When we hit it, we love it. Go ahead, on.
So, like, if I may, it's then like it'll write a passage, man.
Right.
You understand the really surrender your thoughts, man, and just get told what to do and how to do it.
Right.
You don't want to show up. Hey, I need you to be here this time. Do it. You need to stop doing this. Do it. Get this done. We need them videos out by 6 o'clock tomorrow. But hey, no excuses out. Do it.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right.
And you got to learn to love it.
That's right.
Come on. The
water for that. I believe that's St. Peter somewhere. The trial by fire. I can't find it right now. Salaki, but heavy point though. You know what I mean? It's all a part of your baptism, man. You know what I mean? It's all a part of us shedding ourselves in this world, and in doing so, we're gonna come into the truth about these law, statutes, and commandments, and know that we're the greatest people on the face of the earth. And in doing that, we're gonna find out the way to live, man. And the way that we've been living our whole life is an abomination unto the Lord, which is why He turned His back on us, which is why He said, "Forget us." You get what I'm saying? So we got to remember Him in order for Him to remember us. You dig? I hope you dig what I'm putting down. But go ahead, brother. You got that Lamentations?
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
As for Israel, now listen up, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. This is the point I'm getting to in this class, man. Our eyes have fallen to vain help, right? We look for help that's unworthy of helping us. We look for help that can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? We look for help that's looking to destroy us. Read it again.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us,
Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, go ahead.
Our eyes as yet failed.
They failed us. For what?
For our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You know what I see every day when I turn on the news? When I go to my job and I hear them talking about this election, they looking for vain help. They looking for help that don't want to help. They looking for what, brother?
For a nation that could not save us.
A nation that cannot save us. Why am I looking to you, the oppressor, to save me from being oppressed? What are we doing, man? Why am I looking for Christianity when it's the number one religion on the face of the earth that's oppressing Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Why am I looking to them for help? Why am I looking to TD Jakes and Theft Your Dollars when they got all this money and multitude in all ways that they can save Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but they haven't done a damn thing for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Why are we looking to them for help? I got a better one for you. Why are we calling the police when we need saving from somebody trying to rob our house? They're the robbers. They're the greatest rapists and robbers on the face of this earth. Why am I looking for them for help to stop this man from killing me? And I'm a Black man. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Why am I looking to them for help? I'm watching for this nation that could not save us. They can't save you. These police officers can't save you. Camilla, what's her name? The Indian with the red dot president, Kamala Harris, red dot, she can't save you. Guess what? You was dying before she got in office. Guess what's gonna happen after? Guess, quick guess. Chat, what's gonna happen? You was dying before Camilla got in office. You was dying before Biden. You was dying before Trump. Now blow my mind. Let's see who's gonna get it. What's gonna happen when either one of them get in office? Go ahead. I'll wait. I need this answer. What's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, Reggie? They gonna kill us quicker than everybody. The same that we gonna be unalived yet again. Can get us the hand? We're gonna die regardless. We're gonna die regardless. Why are we gonna die regardless? Because we're looking to the wrong damn people for help, man. We're looking to everybody else but God. We look to everybody else in this stinking earth but the Most High Power for help. And that is why we're suffering and dying. That's why we hands up, don't shoot, get shot in the back. That's why we call a cop and we boiling water for noodles on the stove and we got to die because he sees steam coming off the stove. We got to die because of that. Why? Because we look to everybody but help, but the person that we should look to, which is the Most High Power, Yahweh in the Hebrew, man, the God of this Bible, the God of Israel, Yahshua, the God of us all, man, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We look to everybody but him, man, and wonder why we're suffering and dying. Wonder why we can't keep our brotherhood together, our sisterhood together. Wonder why our marriages fail each and every day. Wondering why our kids don't want to look up to us as men and they out here in the streets selling drugs. Wondering why we're a single mom with 4 and 5 baby daddies. We wonder because we look to everybody but help, but we don't look at our directions and our manuscript. We don't pick up the book and read it. We don't listen to the counsels that we're given. We don't follow rules. We're a lawless nation, man. We got to come back to the Lord if we want to save anything, especially ourselves, man. Go ahead, read that again from the top, Baba Kushah.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Man, we're we're looking to the stars for help, man. We hoping and praying that when we call for this vain help to this wicked oppressor, because that's the only people that we think we have to call as black people. Who else can you call when somebody kicking down your door? Who else can you call? You don't know. You don't know, right? I'll tell you who you can call. You can pick up the phone and you can dial 252, etc. Officer Batazawan. You could dial 919, etc. Officer Captain Naya Thought, Officer Zion, Officer Radazai. You can call the men in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander Jenny YAHANNA. You know what's heavy about that? It was a sister, right? In the IUIC, right? She it's a family member of my rib, her whole rib with the IUIC or whatever. She called, I believe she called the cops. The cops took about 2 hours to get to her house. 2 hours to get to her house. Now, mind you, right? Whenever this is, she's not in the UPK. It's an older lady. She's not in the UPK. Her husband got we look her to say it was with collard green. Come on, crazy, man. Most side crazy. Nah, but back to the point. The sister called the cops. Cops ain't show up to 2.5 hours later, some odd number like that. And she thought about when her husband had to go into the hospital. And I was at the Slave one day. I was at the Slave, and I just got a call, just a small call from my rib. Hey, her husband went to the hospital. I left the Slave instantly and got to the hospital in like 15, 20 minutes, right? Took the write-up and everything. You think if she calling me saying that her life is in danger or if she's scared that I'm not going to be there quicker in 5 to 10 minutes? You know what that sister realized that day? When she got off the phone and when after the situation occurred, I had pulled up to my rib's house and she was talking to my rib about it, how the cops took too long to show up. Her family, which is my rib and her mom, they was like, why you didn't call Bada? Why you didn't call Bada? She said, you know what? I should have called him. He always show up. Now, this is a sister in a whole nother camp. Older lady, whole nother camp. She said, give me his number. I'll make sure to call him next time. That's just to know who's to call next time. That's just don't got to look for vain help from people that don't want to save her. She can look to the I.S.U.P.K under Commander Jenny YAHANNA. That's who you should call. In your time of trying, when that man about to kill you, don't wait 2 hours for the cops. Give about 30 minutes. We be there. Call us. Look, a matter of fact, everybody who was in this chat, man, y'all need to go ahead and follow I.S.U.P.K Fayetteville page on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all that, right? Get in contact with your nearest officer, man. Lord willing, I'm gonna start printing out some cards that we can go ahead and just start passing out at the camps so that y'all can call us, man. Don't call the police is not there to help you. I don't know if you haven't noticed it yet. We're gonna get into some more specific situations, but the police is not there to help you. You know what I'm saying? The I.S.U.P.K gonna help you whether you're a Christian. As long as you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we are on the way. We are on the way. We are on the damn way in an instant, right? This is who you should look to, man. You shouldn't look for the oppressor to save you from being oppressed, man. Keep going. 18, verse 18.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps.
Oh,
that we cannot go in our streets.
Listen, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, we know who hunt our steps. These oppressors, they hunt our steps so bad that we can't even walk outside no more. Your kid can't even go outside and play with his little water gun, a colorful water gun at that, in the front yard without fearing for his life, without fearing that he's going to get shot. He can't even go to the park with his quote-unquote oppressor friends without them trying to do something malicious to him, like drown him in the lake and say he slipped on accident, like accidentally tie a rope around his neck and hang him from a tree saying they playing. You can't even do that, man. They hunt our steps so much so we can't even go outside, man. We can't even call them. We can't even go take a leak on the side of a building where the building said, I'm a homeless man, right? Say I'm a homeless man. I go to a building, they refuse service of the bathroom because I'm not spending money with them. They got, y'all done seen the signs. If you don't spend money here, the bathroom is only for customers only, right? I'm homeless. I'm poor. They do that for the camps. Yeah. The bathroom is for the customers only. I can't be a customer because I'm homeless. I'm poor. So now when I'm going to use the bathroom out, I got to use it. So I'm gonna go find any corner and crevice. But guess what? There's somebody hunting me while I'm looking for that crevice. Somebody sees that I'm not able to get in that bathroom. Somebody see it and they watching me. Oh, he tried to go use the bathroom. They watching me and they are hunting me, right? That's why it's so vital that we listen to these laws, statutes, and commandments given by the man of the I.S.U.P.K that took heed from the Lord. That's why you should listen to this, man. You should take heed to this because this is the condition that we are in as Black Hispanics. And I'm reading it out the Bible. This ain't my words. Where you at again, brother?
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. It's speaking about what we're going through now. We were going through it back then. Go ahead.
It's like lamentation. That what it means, ain't it?
That's right.
To lament.
That's right.
You know, we talk about, man, it's so real. The issue that we have as a nation of people are small, right?
Small.
On the grand scheme of things, you remove child support, a divorce off the table, fix our food, and maybe education a little bit. The finances don't really matter. We'll figure all that stuff out.
Right.
But we got bigger fish to fry when we got a nation of people that hunt our steps, man.
That's right.
How are we gonna protect them when you know what I'm saying when we so fractured and broken?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The cops every 4th of July they sit on our corners waiting on the fireworks after the fireworks go off. Why? Because they know that there's gonna be some type of violence that occurs soon thereafter. I guarantee it.
That's right.
He's gonna get a big old fat check, all right, Zah? Triple overtime.
Right.
You know, he get paid time and a half on the 4th of July, right? And he gonna get extra duty time. He gonna come 2 hours late after we unalive each other and do the paperwork and get paid for another 36 hours.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. And we can fix all that. We just learn how to just get along.
That's right.
And we would stop feeding him if we was obeying the law, statutes, and commandments. Because that's what we're doing. We're feeding them and their families when we can't fix ourselves.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Damn right.
It's not hard. It's not hard. You just gotta gotta hate the other nations more than you hate your brothers.
That's right.
That's all.
That's right.
That's all.
That's right.
Remember, brother. Yeah, we'll discuss our issues when I get home.
That's family. That's family business.
But this one over here,
right?
He got to go right
now.
So lucky.
Right. No, heavy point. Give out a one on the hand, man. That's a heavy point you're bringing out. And the fact that they make money off of our oppression that's nothing new under the sun, man. Back then, the Romans was getting fat off our oppression. The Egyptians getting fat off our oppression. Assyrians, so on and so forth. On every captivity, these nations have gotten fat off of our oppression, man. There's no different than today. America is getting fat off of Black Hispanics and Native Americans being oppressed. You think they're not making money off of you being a felon? There's certain jobs, certain corporations in Fayetteville, you get a $20,000 tax credit per felon you hire. They get money for you being a felon. They get paid off of you, man. They made money when you bought the drugs from them. They made money when you get locked up for the drugs. They make money while you cooking and cleaning for $1, $2 building the roads, restitution. Then when you get out, you got to pay taxes on the drugs you had. That man, you talking about double profit. These folks quadrupling the profit and pay the PO. And you got to pay your probation fee. They make money off of you being oppressed, black man, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman and child too. You ain't out of it. You right along with us. We're in the same pot, boiling together. Hello, you know what I mean? Go ahead on that now. Drop down and go to Lamentations 4:19. Bible Shah. Skip 19.
Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Oh, what does that mean? Swifter than the eagles of the heaven. What that mean, nephew? What that mean, Jace? Our persecutors, meaning the people that are persecuting us, are unaliving us, putting us through hell, they are swifter than the eagles in the heavens. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. He tried. Go ahead, say, get a brother a hand for trying. You know what I mean? We can give him an A for effort. An E for effort. Damn. You know what I mean? come to see the I.S.U.P.K to get them family this month. That's right. Give Officer I.S.U.P.K a hand, man. Every point. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, man, you looking up for information on how to get your record expunged, well, here you have it. This is the place to be. I.S.U.P.K at Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I.S.U.P.K North Carolina period has a great expungement program. What we do is we give you the tools that you need, and we teach you from point A to Z how to get your record expunged, where to go, who to give it to, how long to wait, so on and so forth, man. You want more information on that, you contact us at isupk.com or follow us on social media, get in contact with any officer near you, and follow up with them, and we'll be in touch. Also, we have a great prisoner program, too. Let me go ahead and plug that. If you got any brothers or sisters, family members, aunties, uncles, sons, whatever, incarcerated, if they're incarcerated, right, and in need of just communication and uplifting, right? I don't want y'all thinking we out here throwing money. We ain't no tricks. But if you got any of them out there that need help, real help, mental help, spiritual guidance, or just somebody to talk to, right? Hit us up. Please hit us up. Please hit us up. We specialize in these things. We specialize in fixing Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? You need jobs, hit us up. We'll try to point you in the right directions. You need childcare, hit us up. We'll try to find you a man to help you point you in the right direction. I'm just playing. But yeah, we do what we can when we can, man. Hit us up, man. I.S.U.P.K Fayetteville, I.S.U.P.K North Carolina, man. Good plug, man. Give our another hand for that. The water. You know what I mean? But our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens. When you think about an eagle, right? And when it catches prey, do that prey know it's about to die? No. You know about eagles, Jace. They fast, right? They fast. And sometimes when they come down, the little thing be just eating, and they kick it. And it's out. It's out. It ain't no nothing happening. It's just eating out, just like that. Me and JB watching videos. What I'm saying is, they swifter than that. You ain't gonna need. You don't see an eagle coming, so imagine you seeing this dude coming. No, you're not gonna even know it happened to you. You're gonna be dead before you know it. You think, what's her name? Massey, Sandra, Sonia, Massey. You think she knew she was gonna die? You think she knew she was gonna get shot in the eye when she called for help? She called them to save her life. Hey, look, I'm scared. Something in my backyard. Come on over here. Did she say, hey, look, I'm scared. Something in my backyard. It's gonna kill me. Y'all come over here and kill me before it do. You think she said that? You think she knew that she was gonna die for calling for help? No, man. These people are our persecutors are what?
Are swifter than the eagles of the heavens.
They swifter than the eagles of the heavens. You don't get no swifter than that. I don't know if y'all know, but the eagles, what the fastest bird, Jason, one of the fastest birds in the earth, in the world. You're not getting no swifter than that. They be a mile in the air and they see you. They see you. Who you hiding from? You can't hide from them. That's the point of this scripture, man. You need to take an eagle into consideration and its capabilities. They see you when you don't never know it. They watching you when you never knew it, and they'll kill you when you never thought it would happen. You got to take heed to that. They swifter, man. And it's saying that our persecutors are swifter than that. Ooh, we understand the condition that you in, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. Stop looking for these people that persecute you, that are swifter than eagles, to come and save you. They love you being oppressed. Like Officer Zion was saying, they make money off of our oppression. They make money off of our struggle. Your Christian, guess who else does? Your Christian leaders. Your Christian leaders make money off of you being poor, off of you being in such a low state that you'll take any sweet song, any soothsaying, any uplifting of spirit. They'll take that and they'll take advantage of that of you, man. And that'll make you believe in them more because you made them feel good in the moment. You make them feel good. Oh, man, I just lost my house, my kids, my mama died. You go into that church, everything gonna be all right, sister. Everything gonna be all right. God got a plan for you. And you like, yeah, Jesus, hallelujah. SHALAM. Oh, they make you feel good. It's a collection plate. Go ahead and slide this by. Give whatever you can give, sister. I know you're going through it. You don't got to get 10%. Just give 11. No, just give 2. Just give 2%. Just give 2%. No, you don't got to give 10. Just give 2%. Give 2%. Lord knows your heart, sister. The Lord knows what you can give. The Lord knows what you can give. Just give what you can. Don't steal from the Lord. Hallelujah. That's what you're gonna get, man. You don't get what you need, man. Which is righteous correction, which is what we all hate. Go ahead.
Salakia, you know, I think about what you just said with respect to the prey in the field that is unaware of the eagle that's preying on them.
Right.
And you can't tell me that Sonya Massey didn't know about Sandra Bland, and she didn't know about Trayvon Martin.
Right.
She didn't know about Breonna Taylor. She knew those things, but
right.
because of us being in the state that we're in,
right,
you know, we do that thing that is insane. We call
right.
upon our enemies to save us.
That's right.
And I think about that scripture in Deuteronomy when we go back to the curses.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28 and 49.
It
says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far,
right.
from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. Like they don't waste no time in
right.
destroying us.
That's right.
They waste no time in consuming us and preying upon us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right, man. You know, we have to depend upon each other.
That's right.
We got to learn to protect one another. I know Commander General YAHANNA talked about that.
Right.
That sister should have been able to call one of these brothers.
That's right. That's right.
We in just about every city in America.
That's right.
You know, Salakia.
That's right. No, heavy point. Did that brother go ahead, Ottawa?
And so like what you said was heavy too, because that's just a call on the cost, thinking that this was some type of protection that she thought she was going to receive, man.
Right.
You understand? And that's such a disheartening thing. And that's one of the reasons why people always say, well, don't call the cops now.
Right.
So when we talk about, well, what do we do then?
Right.
Because you know that what a child would say, that what this young man right here would say.
Right.
Hey, don't call the cops when something going wrong in your neighborhood.
Right.
What are we supposed to do?
Right.
Fix our goddamn issues, man.
That's right. That's right.
And it's crazy. It sounds so simple, but it's not magic. Once again,
that's right.
Abracadabra go now. Right. It don't go. It don't work like that.
Right.
We have to look at the issues that are plaguing us as Black,
right.
Hispanic, Native Indian, and really love or hate the condition that we're in. So
that's right. Man, get these brothers a hand, man, because they're dropping jewels. You get what I'm saying? And when we really begin to see and I'll say this, we see it, but when we really begin to stop forgetting, like I was saying earlier, we have these Joe Bidens, we have these Kamala Harrises, we have these all these Christian leaders. All they do is they rock us back to sleep. It's just a soothsaying. That soothsaying puts you right back to sleep. Or say like, for example, I'll bring up the sister was bringing out counsel. Say if I go get counsel about an issue that I'm having as a man, and I don't like the counsel, and I go back into the world, and I got a brother that's doing the thing that I'm trying to stop doing, he's going to slowly but surely soothsay me and rock me back to sleep. That rocking back to sleep is what's killing Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's making us forget what the hell is going on. It's putting a shade over our eyes. Did she know? I'm pretty sure she did know about Sandra Bland, Fernando Castillo, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure she knew about them. But you know what happens over time? They get rocked back to sleep and they forget. That's right. But guess what? These men and women in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, we ain't gonna never forget. I'm still mad about Trayvon Martin. I'm still mad about Martin Luther King. I'm still mad about Emmett Till and Rosa. I'm mad as hell about 400 years of slavery. I'm mad as hell about the Trail of Tears. I'm still mad. I'm mad about Christ, man. I'm still mad. Why am I still mad? Because it's never stopped. It's never stopped. I can see if it happened and it never happened again, but it happens every day in this damn kingdom, man. When are we going to open our eyes and realize that it's always going to happen? And the best thing for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans is to finally come together, so much so that we don't need them. We don't need the oppressor. We can do bad all by ourselves, man. And we can also do good all by ourselves. Go ahead, brother.
Salak, if I may, that's a very heavy and valid point, but I charge the Christian church.
That's right.
With the death or the unaliving of Sonya Massey, because she wholeheartedly believed that if she called on the name of Jesus.
That's right.
And rebuked that devil in the name of Jesus.
Heavy point.
She would be protected.
I forgot about that.
The Christian church, they promote not just white supremacy,
right,
but they disarm you with the philosophy of pacifism.
Right.
They paint Christ as being this soft, tree hugger.
Right.
And Christ he was a man of war.
Was heavy.
So my wife is not dialing 911.
Right.
She's gonna dial 357.
That's right.
If she hears a strange sound at night.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The blood of Sonya Massey is on the the Christian church.
That's right, man. Give it up to that brother, man. That brother is so right, and he is so true in what he's saying. We got to think, and that's not only, and this is not speaking about the men of the UPK, right? This is just speaking about black leaders, man. We have to take into consideration that we have failed this nation as a people, as Black, Hispanic, and Native American leaders of this nation. Not the I.S.U.P.K, taking the context of what I'm saying, but we have failed our people, man. As black men, we have failed our black women, our black families, so much so that they look to everybody else but us for help. They can't look to us because we the ones beating them and stabbing them and doing all manner of wickedness to them, selling them drugs. They can't look to the cops because the cops is killing them and murdering them. So who do they look to? That's what I'm saying, man. We give our people nowhere to turn but the Christian church. You get what I'm saying? How about we change the angle of things, man? How about we start being the men that they can call? How about we start being the men that lead them righteous to where they don't need to call nobody? We raising up strong men that they don't need to call nobody on because that man got order, that man got structure, that man got foundation. You don't need to call nobody on him. That man give good counsel. That man will live and die for you before he touch you. So on and so forth, man. But it starts here, man. It starts with listening to these law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God have laid down for us, man. Go ahead. Is that on that, brother?
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
That's right.
Oh, Salaki, I'm sorry. Salaki, my bad. Salaki. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Listen, man, they're gonna find you high and low. Go ahead, Jason.
How about we treat the white man like they treat us?
No, okay. That's a heavy point. Get a brother a hand for spirit. Get a brother a hand for spirit. Go ahead.
That day coming, he got a point.
Yeah, the day is because that's your uncle.
He
got your uncle a hand too.
That day coming, he got a point.
God.
I ain't gonna dismiss him just yet.
He do got a point.
He got a point. Not today. Go ahead, you can expound.
No, you do got a point, son. And your uncle putting the exclamation mark on your point.
I'm sorry, Salaki. I had to take a second and think. Wait a minute. What we here for? It is gonna be the day that's coming. He got a point.
Go ahead. Yeah. Get that brother a hand, man. That brother got a spirit on him. But you want to kind of guide that spirit now, young man, before, go ahead. I don't want.
Salakia, it's Sister Erica Ward says, Salakia, it seems like she saw his demon spirit at the door because she said to him, don't hurt me before they even went inside. Go ahead.
No, what's crazy about that, she did. She knew who she was called. You could tell she had a level of fear when they walked into the house. She had a level of fear. But she did not know that she was going to die, but she knew who it was that was in front of her. She knew that there were oppressors in front of her who recently all the time, my bad, Salaki, who all the time kill her people. So she knows who's in front of her. She's just not thinking it can happen to her. Why is she not thinking it can happen to her? Because God loves everybody. Because in Jesus' name, she got the blood on her. She was covered by the blood of Jesus. And that's why my brother brought it out so heavy. Christianity is the reason why she died that night. Christianity is the reason why she thought that she can call on the oppressor, the one that's killing her people each and every day, that she can call on them to save her. No, sister, we all the same. We all in the same boat. They hate us all the same. Not one better than the other. They hate us all. They do what? They hunt our steps, man. That we cannot go in our streets. If we can't go in the streets, what you think? They hunt us so bad that we can't go in the streets. What you think gonna happen when they come in your house? They hunt you in your streets. So what you think that gonna happen when they find you in your house? Come on, man. Heavy point though, sis. Heavy point. But read that last part again of 19.
Verse 9, Lamentations 4:19. For our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains.
They get us high. Go ahead.
they laid wait for us in the wilderness.
And they get us slow, man. There's no way that you can hide from this oppression, man. There's no way. They swifter than the eagle, man. Like I said, that eagle see you from a mile away. This oppressor know what he doing with Planned Parenthood. He know what he doing with these Christian churches on every corner. He know what he doing with these meth clinics. He know what he doing, man. He didn't had this thing planned out years and years ago. He knew what he was doing with integration. They knew what they was doing, man. From high and low, they hunters. They know what's going on, whether we know it or not. They know what they was doing with the women's movement. They know what's going on, man. They know what they're doing with child support. They know what they're doing with the Black Lives Matter movement. You don't think they know? They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing when they're telling a woman, look, you can wipe a man's life out if you say he hurt you. You can wipe a man's life out with a couple of tears down your face. They know what they're doing, man. They do what?
Verse 19. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Man, these people hunt us every step and our every move, man. It don't matter where you go, man. Where you going, you get enough money, you think you high and mighty, you done made it in life. Guess what? You still one of us. You out here on the street corners, you homeless, you begging for food, and you ain't nowhere to use the bathroom out. Guess what? You still one of us. You one of us, man. From the highest to the lowest, man. You one of us, and they gonna hunt you just like they hunt us. They gonna hunt you like they hunt the richest or the poorest. They don't give a damn about that, man. All they care is that you not them, man, and they want to be above you, man. You know what I mean? Drop that and give me Exodus 23:2. Shalaki, go ahead, other one.
And so like I also want to just drop it in you too, like straight up. That hedge of protection that we should have or we're gonna have, we gotta be like Job. You understand? Right. We gotta be like locked in like Job to the point where you know when that thing does come, like we may the Lord be with us. You understand?
That's right.
That's why you say these prayers. So when the enemy does pop his head up to look at you in a certain way, guess what? You're not smoking. You're not high. You understand? Your life is in order. You're on your way to camp.
Right.
They searching your car. They can't find nothing in that that's out of order. That's the Lord.
That's right.
That's his hedge of protection, right?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the hedge of protection that you receive.
That's right.
But without that hedge of protection, that buffer, well, you gonna bump into all type of things out here.
That's
You
right.
ever play bumper cars in your guardrail halfway down?
Right.
Yeah, you may get a little bump with your guardrail. You know what I'm saying? A little bump. But let you not have that rubber around that thing and somebody bump into you.
Right.
Well, you get pow. You gonna need a neck massage. You gonna need a brace.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the law, yeah, con. So the law, statutes, and commandment, that's that buffer.
That's right.
Yeah, you may be out,
Right.
but the things we deal with may not be the things that everybody else deal with.
That's right.
You understand? You gonna be out of the club. You know, hey man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I got camp in the morning. It's Friday night.
Right.
But somebody who ain't got nothing to do, trying to get that last little dance before the lights come on, looking at somebody else real. He don't know that Lil Troy and them outside waiting on you to come outside.
Right. That's right.
Since you want to flirt with every girl in the joint.
That's heavy.
We walk up to him, hey, you got a man?
Right.
Oh, you got a I ain't got no man. I just got some friends with benefits. Oh, don't worry about it, sis. Go ahead. Keep on moving.
On me.
That's your buffer.
Right.
You understand? You take her home, you don't know what you laying down with.
That's right.
That's your buffer. But without that buffer, you can be like, man, you know, he ain't strong like I'm strong.
Right.
Huh?
What do you say? You know he ain't treating her right.
Yeah, you know he ain't. You go walk yourself right on into destruction. Right, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, bro.
Man, right. Most High Christ. Give out a one hand, man. Every point. What's heavy about what you're saying, man? I don't want to make this class all about the purple of pigs, man. But one of them, man, it was a shorty. She had rolled by me at the slave. And so I tried to chop it with it, but she had a man, right? So I got there, I moved it I said, all right, no sweat, boom, smooth, let it go. So now when she ride by, she give a little wave, and I'm like, all right, Shalom, how you doing? He said, man, you see that? The dude, the purple pig. He said, man, you see that? I said, yeah, brother. I said, she married. He said, what? You didn't see how she look at you? I said, brother, she's married. He said, man, he did this. This the face now. Hold on, don't make me laugh.
True story. True story.
I was trying to do it. He was like, he said he did just like this. He said, you know he ain't treating her right. I said, what, brother? At the class though, because I ain't got permission right now. I got something I gotta show y'all. But yeah, but that's how people in the world get down. But us righteous men under the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander YAHANNA, we don't move like that.
That's right.
We cherish our women. And we know that we want another man doing that to us.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? We got law and order in this. And we fear the Lord.
That's right.
I am terrified of Yahweh. And that keeps me in line. My son right there, he got a certain fear for me. What that do, Jace? Keeps you in line. Get a brother a hand. He was close enough. You know what I'm saying? Teaches you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a level of fear, man. And we are a fearless nation out here. When I tell a black man, hey, look, you know you get Alzheimer's, and this is all, and I try not to use the Bible too much. I try to just use just common knowledge. When I teach a black man, hey, look, you know you can get Alzheimer's from eating pork. What it does is a parasite that when it grows on you, it take about 50, 60 years to grow on you. So that's why you eat it your whole life, and you get Alzheimer's when you get 60, 70. They be like, dang, that's for real? Shoot. And have me that hot link over there, they'll still eat it because they don't fear that. They don't care because it's not happening in that time. We can see all day how the cops treat our people, how they unalive our people, kill our people left and right. And you know what's heavy about that? And I want to get into it if I can, Baba Kashal. What's heavy about that is we as Black Hispanics and Native Americans in Fayetteville, North Carolina, we only see the things that society chooses to put out there and make blatant and make loud, right? To make them known. The big things like the George Floyds, so on and so forth. But we don't see a lot of the little ones because what they do is they either pay the family off or they sweep it up under the rug. You got that email, brother?
I got you.
We're gonna start from number 1 to 2018. Jamel Robertson.
So, like, if I may,
go ahead.
Officer Daraj says life is already hard as it is. Having no protection or hedge to protect you puts you in dangerous situations in America. And that's a heavy point that brother said, man. That's a very heavy point. Jeremiah 14:2 says our gates languish. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't have strong gates here. You know what I mean? Our foundations are languishing. Our TDJs, the people that we're supposed to look up to protect us, our quote unquote blackity black cops, so on and so forth, our religious leaders. These people are supposed to protect us. Our Martin Luther King, so on and so forth. Our gates languish, man. We don't got no strong gates. Our gates blowing in the wind like an open gate, like a loose woman just blowing in the wind. They languish, man. They don't have no strength behind them. You know what I'm saying? Or a weak man that just fall for anything. It's weak, man. We gotta have some strength, man. The gate is supposed to be strong. It's supposed to keep things in, that's in, keep things out, that's out. Whatever come in, the gate allows it to come in. Whatever goes out, the gate allows it to go out. So on and so forth. What's going on, brother? What's going on? You know what I mean? We gotta have that structure, man. And over time, we have lost that. And I'm gonna read this for y'all real quick, man. These are just some incidences, man, that I found through a little bit of research, man, of our people being unalive when they chose to look to that. What did they look to, Radazar? That vein. They looked to that. So like that vein help. You know what I mean? They was watching for a nation that couldn't save us, right? This is Jamel Robertson, right? He's Salakia. Jamel Robinson, a security guard, was fatally shot by police in Robbins, Illinois. Robertson had detained a suspect and called for assistance. So somebody was robbing him. He detained him, held him down. Black man holding another black man down, right? And he called the police for assistance. The police who arrived on the scene mistook him for a threat. He lost his life. He died. Jermaine Robinson, you're gonna be remembered, brother. Let's go to the next. Go ahead, Adawan.
It's like I know you got a slew of them, right?
Right.
But there's another one that I thought was just, you know what I'm saying? It just, oh man, it's just unimaginable. This sister was having a domestic dispute with a boyfriend.
Right.
Brother put his hands on her. You know what I'm saying? She called the cops.
Right.
law enforcement shows up. They shoot the brother, right? Unalive the brother. Her son, her
I
want to say 6-year-old son walks around the corner. He screams.
Right.
The cops turn around and shoot the kid too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's heavy about what you're saying is it's like these Salakia. These devils don't got no type of decorum. They live lawless. They do what they want. Like, it's no way in hell that you've been trained for years. You went through your school and you still got awarded the position of being a law-abiding protector of a city, and you still make mistakes like shooting a child that screams.
Hey, listen, one more thing. This baffles me, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Like, Donald Trump is proposing to have immunity for the police officers, right? When they go on patrol or whatever happens. But you have soldiers that go to war in Afghanistan, get charged with war crimes.
That's right.
They're at war.
Right.
If anybody would get immunity for anything, you would think you would give it to a soldier,
right,
who obviously in a some type of conflict,
right,
or inside his life is at danger.
Right.
But he got to abide by the Geneva Convention.
That's right.
He had to have escalation of force, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But you can enter into a taxpayer's home, if I may.
Right.
A citizen of the United States,
right,
who stands and salutes the flag,
right,
pay their taxes,
right,
pay their car insurance,
right,
and still end up losing their life along with their children.
Right.
Somebody got to remedy this. You understand? Right. We got to figure out what is that thing.
Right.
Like, where should our allegiance really lie to?
Right.
It can't be this empire.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because as a citizen, you're not protected.
That's right.
So you mean foreign nationals are what they say, you got to protect yourself both foreign and domestic.
Right.
So you mean the people that are outside of the country have more rights to protect themselves from getting harmed when they're at war than we do in this empire?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Come.
But we crazy when we talk like this.
Right.
I'm off my goddamn rockers because I'm telling you the truth of what I see in the earth.
Right. You know what's heavy about what you're saying? No, I don't want to give out a hand. What's heavy about what you're saying is the same kind of moral construct that us as Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans teach our children. We can do it, but you can't. We can do it to you, but can't nobody else do it to you. We can treat you any kind of way in this house, but don't let nobody else do it. That's crazy, man. That's a heavy point you're bringing up, because we live in a nation where we have to take into consideration, if I want to call to save my life, I might lose my life as well. That's a scary place to live in. Being Black is not being Black. You should take heed to that it's hard just being Black. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's hard just being Black. It's hard because you don't know whether you're going to live or die. Whether you doing your daily dues, driving to work, coming home, but there's more of a chance that you're going to die than anybody else in this earth. That's something to look forward to. You know what we look forward to? The possibility of death every single day. The possibility that my kid can be unalived every single day because we do not come together and serve the Lord. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to just being like what the sister said with the council, just taking heed. It boils down to us taking heed from the things that we're told, and the things that we're taught, and the things that we've shown. And now if we don't take heed to it, we're as dumb as a rock. We can't. No one can force you to serve the Lord. Nobody can force you to stay inside when they're having a shootout outside. Nobody can force you. You got to do it for yourself, man. We all got our own fight. You know what I'm saying? Heavy point out of what I brought out, man. And the fact that we got to even sit in this class and bring out atrocities like this is insane. We calling the protect. It's like I'm calling the fireman to come put a fire out of my house, and he come make it bigger. He come bring gasoline to put on the fire. Yeah, I'm like, hey yo, we got a fire in the kitchen. The fire is just in the kitchen. Just go in there. He go in there with gasoline. Then be like, oh snap, my bad.
Salakia. And one more thing.
My bad.
On the Transformer movie, when they call the cops and the cops show up to his house,
right?
It said, we thought the cops are called to serve and protect.
Right. When
he pulls up in the what's the bad Transformers?
The Decepticons.
It says to punish and destroy, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. That's right. Heavy point. And that's what these damn devils are doing. They're punishing, and they looking at us like It's our fault that we in the condition. When that cop showed up to that to Miss Massey's house, he looked at her like, "Why are we here, man? It's your fault." How you gonna look at the oppressed as if it's their fault that they're oppressed? Go ahead, Jace. Yeah, it's a sick, man. Even the young know. The young know, man. You know what I'm saying? They hunt our steps, man. Let's get another one, man. Charlena Lyles, 2017. Charlena Lyles, a pregnant mother with mental health issues, was shot and killed by Seattle police officers who responded to a call reporting a burglary. Her death sparked discussion about the handling of mental health crisis by law enforcement. The cop don't give a damn. These oppressors do not give a damn whether you're mentally stable or not. They want to kill you. They hunting you. They're hunting you. They're hunting your footsteps. The Bible says they're going to have a perpetual hatred for us. They're not going to never love you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. We're not going to never be equal. It's not going to never be an eye for an eye. They're going to take 12 when you take one. You let that teardrop fall down that oppressor's daughter's face. 13 of you got to die now. But you let something happen to ours. We're going to shout. We're going to do riots. We're going to cry for a week. And then we're going to forget about it. We're going to go back to church. They're going to sing us a Sioux song. And then we're going to call the same people that killed him to come save us. We're going to call them same firemen who burnt down his house to come, hey, look, I got a fire. Come help me put this out. And expect something different. When will we finally learn that this place is not built for us? These people are not for us. These people don't have our best interests at heart. So since they don't have it, we got to have it. And in turn, when we begin to have it, we'll begin to learn something. The Lord got our best interests at heart too. When we begin to treat a brother like a brother, a sister like a sister, so on and so forth, we'll begin to see the beginning foundation of a great nation, which is my statement I always love to say, man. I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA is a foundation of a great nation, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of a great kingdom that we're building together. But it starts with us all listening and taking heed, man. Let's get another one. George Floyd, we all know about that. Let's get something we don't know. Ramarley Graham, right? And I ain't gonna hold too many of them because I want to get a couple more scriptures. Ramarley Graham was shot and killed by New York City police officers in his home. The police had pursued him based on suspicions of possession of a gun, but Graham was unarmed, and his death raised concern about police conduct and use of force. What I want y'all to realize is 9 out of 10 of these that you're gonna read about, at the end of them, they're gonna say this incident raised suspicion about conduct of how the police did this. This incident raised suspicion about how the police did that. You got to think, look at the years on these. These are 2012, 2013, 2008. They've been raising suspicion for years, but guess what's changed? Not a damn thing. Guess what's going to change? I'll wait. Not a damn thing. Nothing is going to change. So as an individual, you got to change. You got to finally say, look, man, I'm going to finally wake up. I'm going to finally start treating my brother like a brother so we ain't got to call him. You know what I'm going to do? What the Lord say do. And what the Lord say do? The Lord said we got to separate. We got to separate. Matter of fact, give me that. Zephaniah, Baba Kashah. Give me that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us a clear order to how to be stable in this nation, man, and how to rebuild our own. And this is the beginning of it. Read that, brother. Shalaki. And this is the beginning of it, right? The I.S.U.P.K is the foundation of it because we use these tools that we find in this KJV Bible. We use them, and we're building the foundation, man. We're building the foundation. The Lord said this. Go ahead, brother.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together, meaning this. Come together. Let's get along. Let's get together, family. Go ahead.
Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather together, O nation not desired, man. That nation that's not desired in the kingdom. Said, listen, blow my mind. Y'all watching this class, who is the nation in the earth that's not desired? I'll wait. O nation not desired. Who is that? Who is that? For time's sake, it's Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. The Lord ordered us to gather together, man. Come together, man, on one consent. Get together. Go ahead.
Verse 2, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
You better wake up fast and come together fast before the Lord deal with us. And the Lord is dealing with us right now. I don't know if you can tell. If you can't tell, we go hop, scream, and shout, pay our tithes, do whatever we can, quote unquote, for the Lord. And the Lord is dealing with us. Why? Because you're still eating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, brother. Because you're still serving these other gods, brother. Because you're still burning the sage in your house, thinking you're getting rid of spirits. Because you still going to church, quote unquote, on a Sunday. You still eating catfish, having catfish fries. You're doing every abominable thing against the Lord, man. And it's not your fault. We're not going to blame you because you should know this thing. And who should be teaching you it? Your Christian leaders. Your Christian leaders are the reason why Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in the condition that we're in today. You know why? Because they continue to lie to you. And why do they lie to you? Because just like the oppressor, they make profit off of the backs of the slaves, man. Right. They make profit off of all oppression and all destruction. They don't want you to come up and wake up. They don't want you to wake up and know that you're the greatest thing walking. They don't want you to know that, look, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is it causes a lot of the health problems, which is why we dying at an astronomical rate. They don't want us to know that, right? They don't want us to know that. That's why you're getting your toes cut off from diabetes and all this, because we're eating all this crazy processed food and all this food that the Lord said don't eat. They don't want you to know that. So they'd rather keep you oppressed, man. Why? Because it's comfortable for them and it's profitable for them. What's uncomfortable for them? Telling you, like, look, I don't want you coming in here walking like that if you're a man. You ain't wearing no dress in my church if you're a man. Hey, sister, you got your chest out. Cover up. Don't nobody want to see the moose knuckle all Sunday. We don't want to see that. Cover up. That, you know what that's going to do? That's going to run all y'all out of the church. It is. You can't eat no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster in here. You can't smoke. You can't continue to be high and a drug dealer in this church. You can't do that no more. You can't be out here laying with these strange women. You can't do that. What's that going to do for his congregation? He going to start losing money. He going to start losing money when he begin to tell the truth about this Bible and what the Lord laid down for him to tell the truth about. He going to start losing money. You think he want to do that? You think he'll rather tell you the truth than gain money? No, because he's just like his father. And spiritually, the oppressors are our Christian pastors, our Christian leaders' fathers, right? The scriptures say, ye are of your father, the devil. Devil just means deceiver, liar and deceiver upon the face of the earth. Why do we call the quote unquote oppressors the devil? Is because they lie. They're the biggest liars and deceiver upon the face of the earth, man. You get what I'm saying? Let me get one more scripture, man, and I'll go ahead and lock it up. Give me Deuteronomy 28:13, Baba Kashah. You know what I mean? There's a way that we can get out of this, though, man. There's only one way that Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans can come out of this hell that we're in, right? Only one way that we can finally wake up and not have to worry about getting shot in our eye over hot water. Hold your point, Jace. There's only one way, right? What's that? Go ahead, brother. Deuteronomy 28:13. There's only one way. One way. One way, man. 28:13.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only.
You got to listen, man. When you begin to listen to the Lord is going to make you the head and them the tail. That's what the Lord said he's going to do for Israel. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
Do what?
Hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
Listen, Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child, man. If y'all can hear me, the Lord say he's going to make you the mostest and not the leastest, if them even words. He going to put you above all things on this earth and not below them. He going to put you on top and them on the bottom. If we do what? If we just hearken unto these law, statutes, and commandments, man. Just listen, man. What we telling you is not hard. What these brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K be telling y'all people in the world, it's not hard to do. Don't eat pork no more. Okay, don't do it. Don't lay with your brother's wife. Okay, don't do it. Don't eat shrimp. Okay, don't do it. Don't lay with strange women. Just don't do it. Now, when you do these things, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's if you want to be saved, man. The Lord said He's gonna do what? Read that again from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only.
What a day. You can't even imagine that, seeing what we see as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. You can't even imagine seeing that the Lord put us above and people above this nation like that. Keep going.
And thou shalt not be beneath.
Not being on the bottom no more. That sounds good to me. That sounds great to me. Not calling for helping and dying in the process of me calling for help to save my life. That sounds good to me, man. Go ahead.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord,
if we do what?
Hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
If we just hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, we're gonna be above. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
Which He command us this day, today, man. And He command us to observe them and do them. You see these men not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster in the I.S.U.P.K? What should you do? Not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know why? Because these men have observed and done it. And these men want to be on the top and not the bottom. And with that, man, I'm going to pass my class over to Precinct Officer Radazapala for the security announcements. That's my time, Israel. Shalom, Yahabashim, to the brothers, Yahabashim, shout to the sisters, man. We the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups. You see them brothers in that purple and gold, that ain't us. You see them brothers with them tassels and little fringes on the bottom of their t-shirts or nightgowns, or whatever they want to call them. That ain't us either, man. We the one truth, man, 1 West, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you look, before y'all leave, like the video. I got 1 like. Get down there, like the video. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Tell a cousin, tell a friend, you know what I mean? Save a life. You know what I mean? And with that, go ahead, brother.
All right. I.S.U.P.K.
Shalaki, up here.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, 1 courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amanim Shabbat, I.M.A.D.I.M, Barak, Yahabashim Shabbat, Sar, which means to turn and face the sisters. 1 courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Amanim Shabbat, I.M.A.D.I.M, Barak, Yahweh Shema Tabashim Yahshua. Yadi Matah, dismiss.
Yeah. Let's get it straight. Yes, sir.
I think you got it.